Assalamu alaikum, sisters. Okay, so I know from the title you guys might be a bit mortified or confused on why I'm saying dark feminine energy is Islamic. Well, it is, kind of. Dark feminine energy is a new movement on the internet telling women to challenge traditional stereotypes of femininity like softness and kindness and instead embrace qualities like intuition, resilience, and power. And after studying this thoroughly, I actually think there is some value here for Muslim women. However, it's crucial to know and understand that dark feminine energy also delves into things like seduction, manipulation, and intentionally attracting random attention from guys, which I must emphasize and I always stand for has no association with Islam and is not deemed acceptable for us. So I'm not talking about any of that, nor do I think that part should be taken literally or people should get inspiration from that. But since Gen Z continues to make up these words, I have to call this video dark feminine energy. But what I'm actually talking about is how Muslim women can reclaim their power through Islamic principles while safeguarding their feminine energy. So is that clear? Let's get into it. Setting boundaries. Islam emphasizes the importance of personal space, privacy, and respecting others' boundaries. In the Quran, remember how Allah revealed that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him's place of home, deserved to have a concept of privacy. This was especially emphasized with the Prophet's marriage, peace be upon him, to Zainab bint Jahsh, peace be upon her, when there were still some guests from their wedding who stayed at their home for way too long. And then Allah revealed in Surah Al-Ahzab, O you who have believed, do not enter the houses of the Prophet except when you are permitted for a meal without awaiting its readiness. But when you are invited, then enter. And when you have eaten, disperse without seeking to remain for conversation. Indeed, that behavior was troubling the Prophet, and he is shy of dismissing you. But Allah is not shy of the truth. This is one of the many examples in Islam of haya, and the notion of avoiding unnecessary intrusion into others' affairs, which encourages setting and respecting boundaries. As a Muslim woman, you need your own space, both physically and emotionally, and sometimes people can get in the way of that. For example, parents can be a little too intruding, or you have friends who don't really respect your boundaries, whether religious or not. The key thing to combat this is to communicate it effectively. Understand what makes you comfortable or uncomfortable in various aspects of your life. Clearly define the boundaries you want to establish. Whether it's regarding personal space, time commitments, or emotional well-being, having specific and clear boundaries is essential. Express your boundaries in a clear and assertive tone. Use I statements to convey your feelings and needs without blaming or accusing others. For example, say, I need some time alone, instead of saying, you always invade my space. This is very important to remember if we are talking to parents. In Islam, our parents need to be respected no matter what. Begin conversations with a greeting, using polite language, and invoke Allah's name when expressing your needs or concerns. This will create an atmosphere of respect. Sometimes people may not be aware of your boundaries, especially if they are cultural or personal. Take the opportunity at that point to educate others about your values and limits in a respectful manner. And lastly, be firm and consistent in maintaining your boundaries. If you waver or become inconsistent with them, it will send mixed signals. Consistency is the key here. And why this makes you so powerful in your feminine energy is because setting boundaries serves as a protective measure against potential harm, whether physical or emotional. Islam encourages believers to safeguard their well-being and the well-being of others. Clear boundaries act as a shield, preventing exploitation, abuse, or undue stress. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. By setting boundaries, you as a Muslim woman contribute to creating a healthier life, fulfilling relationships, and better empowering yourself in a way that you know what your limits are and that you won't let anyone walk over you. Talk in an authoritative manner. This is something I know a lot of us girls forget to do, as we often think that talking in a serious tone with a guy sounds like we are being rude, so we always opt for the friendly voice. But listen, talking seriously with non-mahrams is crucial in maintaining your feminine power. I did talk about using a soft tone of voice to tap into that feminine energy, but when talking to guys specifically, you want to protect that energy. From an Islamic perspective, this practice is rooted in the understanding that Islam has always esteemed women in a way that only the divine knows. In Surah Al-Ahzab, it says, O wives of the Prophet, you are not like anyone among women. If you fear Allah, then do not be soft in speech to men, lest he in whose heart is disease should covet, but speak with appropriate speech. We should acknowledge how our beauty and our worth as a woman is appreciated only by those who truly recognize and respect us, which later on would be your husband. Therefore, speaking with authority in interactions with non-mahrams is a means of upholding your dignity and asserting your boundaries. Be resilient. Act as if nothing bothers you, because nothing ever will. This concept of sabr in Islam goes beyond mere endurance. It encompasses patience, perseverance, and maintaining a positive attitude during adversity. This commitment to patience fosters emotional strength and resilience, empowering you to harness the full force of your feminine energy. By harmonizing the feminine qualities of kindness, compassion, with a resilient spirit, you gain the ability to gracefully navigate emotional landscapes using empathy, intuition, and compassion. This delicate balance allows you to uphold a steadfast demeanor in the face of adversity, granting you the power to lead authentically in both personal and societal places. To become resilient, learn to shift your mindsets. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. View difficulties as a natural part of life that will contribute to Allah wanting you to pursue your spiritual development further. Use positive affirmations to reinforce your inner strength. Remind yourself of your capabilities and affirm your ability to overcome challenges as a Muslim woman. Repeat them regularly in your life and you will reinforce a positive mindset that will not allow you as a woman get anything in her way. Confidence. A Muslim woman isn't afraid to stand up. She supports herself and her values. Ground your confidence in your Islamic identity. Understand the principles of Islam that highlight the dignity and value of every single person on this earth. Because when you regularly engage in actions that are pure and aligned with pleasing Allah, like prayer or being modest, it fosters a sense of self-worth and assurance in yourself. You don't let others put you down. You stop overthinking everything because you and whatever it is you are doing is enough. Because Allah is with you. So why do you need anyone else? Reflection and mindfulness is key. A powerful Muslim woman is one who possesses a deep understanding of herself. Delving into reflection allows her to gain heightened awareness of her thoughts, emotions, and reactions. Mindfulness practices like prayer that are rooted in our faith guide us women in observing our emotions without judgment, fostering the ability to respond with balance. This cultivated emotional intelligence empowers Muslim women to assertively communicate, gracefully manage conflicts, and build meaningful connections with others. By comprehending and regulating our emotions, you as a woman can tap into your feminine power to instigate positive transformations in your lives and communities. So how to do this? Consistently look back on your actions and thoughts. Understand why you do certain things and how you can better yourself every day, both in deen and dunya. For isn't Islam all about Allah wanting you as a servant to take every moment as a blessing to become closer to Him and the Akhirah? Through this Islamic practice, you unveil your authentic self, comprehending your strengths, vulnerabilities, and distinctive qualities that make you you. In embracing all of these practices, Muslim women like you and me find strength, resilience, and empowerment, drawing upon our faith to navigate life with grace and purpose. And there you have it, sisters. How to become the most powerful woman while still being tapped with your feminine energy. You can call this dark feminine energy if you want or don't, but don't ever forget that you being a woman is the biggest blessing and superpower you will ever have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much, and assalamu alaikum.